Hello guys, today I will introduce about Mongolian ecosystem Gobi. Now we are looking at the natural zones of Mongolia. The Gobi ecosystem is the vast and unique landscape that characterized by its arid climate and the sparse vegetation and diverse variety of wildlife. Situated in southern Mongolia, the Gobi Desert covers an approximately 1.3 million square kilometers and making it one of the largest deserts in Asia. Despite its harsh conditions, and the Gobi supports a surprising amount of the life and harbored several important hotspots and biological diversity. And geographically, its Gobi Desert is bounded by Alta Mountains and to north Tibetan and the plateau to south. The east merges Mongolian steppes, while the west it transitioned to West Desert in Central Asia. And this unique geographical position is contributed to deserts the distinct ecosystem and characterized by extreme temperature and fluctuations and the limited rainfall and the extensive gravel plains and interspersed with the rocky outcrops and the sand dunes. It is not often you hear the word Gobi without the word desert attached. The image of the barren, lifeless place of endless blowing sand dune is firmly affixed to the form desert, the mind of general public. Deserts, however, can be varied in landscape and frequently contains the many ecological diverse pockets in the Gobi. The Gobi ecosystem, there are specific regions that serve as hotspot of the biological diversity, such as the Gobi Gurun Sahin National Park and the Great Gobi Strictly Protected Area. These areas harbor the diverse variety of the flora and the fauna adapted to desert conditions. The parks also played a crucial role in the conserving the endangered species such as spectral camel and the snow leopard and the Gobi bear and the ibex and the saiga. There are many different species in the Gobi. The management of the Gobi Desert's land involved the collaboration between the Mongolian governments as well as the local communities and the conservation organization. The protected areas and the natural reserve established safeguard to unique biodiversity in the ecosystem service provided by the desert. Traditional land use practices of nomadic inheritors such as the rotational grazing and the water management also contribute to the sustainable management of the desert ecosystem. The Gobi Desert is home of the unique adapted species such as bacterial camel and the Mazal Gobi bear and Asiatic walleyes and Goitre gazelle and the Mongolian saiga and the Perchuaski horses and various reptiles and the bird species. These species have evolved to survive the harsh desert environment with adaptations such as water conservation mechanism and the heat tolerance. This sixth miracle of the Gobi is this term is comes from the fact that 6 endangered mammals at the Gobi Desert of southern Mongolia have been noted by various organizations in Mongolia to bring awareness and their declining population, as well as their potentially help them support their looming extinction. Let's know about a little bit about this some of these species. The Saiga antelope consists of two distinct subspecies, the Mongolian Saiga and the Saiga antelope. The Saiga was added in IUCN Red List as critically endangered in 2001, although the protective legislation has extended many of these countries for several years. Efforts are currently underway to improve the law enforcement and support the rural economies. The protected area network are being bolstered, and several international conservation organizations are committed to support this species. The Mongolian population is found to the two remote area to West Mongolia, mostly within the Sharok Natural Reserve and the Mankan Natural Reserve. The main threat is to survival to Saiga is hunting. The impact of this threat far exceed that of the natural predators such as wolves and fox, and the fire and destruction of the habitat and blocking of migration routes and the harsh winter or changing pattern of the agriculture. Now you are looking at Saiga's population in Mongolia as in the last recent years, especially early as 2000 years, it was dropped to population. The main reason was hunting. Now it's a little bit increasing, but still they are declining the population. Another endangered species is the Gobi bear, Ursus arctos gobensis. This is one of the core species in Mongolia because this species is fewer than 40 individuals remaining in the wild, and none in captivity. In the Gobi bear is considered the rarest bear subspecies globally. The living exclusive in the desert, Gobi bear endured extreme temperature ranging from 40 degrees for summer and minus 40 degrees in the winter time. They primarily feed the plants such as the wild grass shoots and wild onions and berries with minimal meat consumptions. Due to the harsh climate and the limited the food sources in Gobi bear roam west areas, and they rely on the three oceans complexes for the water. Over the past 50 years, the Gobi bear range significantly diminished with the human activities, exacerbating the habitat degradations since 1990. Now this species is only in the small area of western South Mongolia. There's covered by Great Gobi Strait protected area. There are only most possible distribution is these three places. Despite the challenges, the Gobi bear exhibit remarkable adaptation to desert environment. 1993 to 2007 likely impacted their body condition is reproductive success by affecting the vegetation growth, crucial for their survival. Efforts to conserve the Gobi bear focus on the understanding its habitat requirements and the mitigating human-induced threats to ensure the species survival its unique desert habitat. Gobi ecosystem is crucial for maintaining ecological and integrity, supporting livelihood and ensuring the continued provision of the ecosystem services for current and future generations. Conservation efforts must focus on the sustainability and land management practice, biodiversity protection, and community engagement to preserve the invaluable services provided by the Gobi ecosystem in Mongolia. In the Gobi Desert in Mongolia provides several ecosystem services despite its harsh and arid conditions. Here is some example including as a carbon sequestration. Desert vegetation, although this spares contributes to carbon sequestrations by absorbing the carbon dioxide from atmosphere, is helping them mitigate climate change. Also, in the water regulation, the Gobi Desert acts as the natural water regulation. Despite its dry climate, it plays a role in regulating the water flow nearby rivers and the streams, which are vital for local communities and the wildlife. Also, despite its seemingly barren appearance, the Gobi Desert supports a variety of the unique flora and the fauna, especially adapted to desert conditions. These species contribute the overall biodiversity of the region. And another services is tourism and the recreation. The unique landscapes of the Gobi Desert attract tourism and adventurers, contributing to local economies and through the ecotourism activities such as the desert treks and the wildlife watching and cultural experience with nomadic communities. And the culture service, there are Gobi holds significant cultural value for Mongolian nomadic herders and other indigenous communities. It provides resources for traditional livelihood and cultural practice and the spiritual connection to the land. And also, it's a good opportunity to in the scientific research. These extreme conditions of the Gobi Desert make it ideal location for scientific research in the fields such as ecology and climatology, geology, and archaeology. Studying in the desert ecosystem helps expand our understanding of how life persists in extreme environments and inform the conservation efforts. Of course, in the Gobi area is the sandstorm mitigation, and the vegetation is in the Gobi Desert help stabilize sand dunes, reducing the frequency and intensity of sandstorms. This is crucial for maintaining soil stability and preventing desertification in just area. This ecosystem services is highlight of the importance of conserving the managing in the Gobi Desert ecosystem, not only for its intrinsic value but also for benefit it's provide both local communities and the broader global environmental. Thank you guys. Please visit in Mongolia. If you visit in my home, I will be your guide.